So the first video about this perfect view, before created time, after created time, having everything in between that's going on today makes sense. Think of Iran. There are people today, and you can view it, I viewed it, without getting caught up in it. And I'm viewing it from a perfect view. Not being down here, either going left or right, or going to alternative news or mainstream media and the debates that go on there, and different people that's going back into Iranian history, showing where they come from, or going back to the soil of Iran back in the 70s. I remember that. What a mess that was. Jimmy Carter and all that mess. Then you got people predicting the future, what's going to happen with Iran, what's this do with the second coming, the Antichrist and all that. You can see it back and forth. But no one can see anything from a perfect view as how God sees what's going on today. And he says more or less up there, don't go down there. You don't want to go down there. Get up down there and get into the debates. You can view it. You got a perfect view from up here. View it from this standpoint. Don't get back down on that road again. I got you off that road. Don't go back. And I've done that. Go back down, get involved with the left and right debates. And he says, what did you find out? That it's endless. And you wonder, after all, what is the truth? I'll stick with his idea of truth. What the truth is? Reality. This is the unreality. People don't understand that. What do you mean by this is the unreal? He subjected the whole world to futility. You get into a deeper Greek of that idea, brought out in Romans chapter 8 brings it out. He subjected the world to futility, but he did it in hope. And that hope is nothing seen. It's unseen. Hear that? There's no hope in here. You have hope. You had hope. You've seen hope go up and down in this seen world. Hope is never secure. Hope deferred will make the heart sick. But when a dream comes true, it's like a tree of life. That's in the heavenly places in Christ Jesus, and being in that perfect view, sitting with the Father, seeing the past, present, future all one shot. That's peace. A peace that passes all the misunderstanding of the past, the present, or the future. You have a perfect peace. How does the song go? Stayed upon Jehovah, hearts are fully blessed, finding perfect peace and rest. Perfect peace and rest. You ain't never going to get that here. One day you could be up, next day you're down. Up from boredom, down from fear. Up from boredom, down from fear. Hope deferred. You get up there, and you can sit there from that view, and it doesn't. The news doesn't have that effect. It's had to on me in the past. I never got into politics. But the last 15, 20 years of my life, I got into politics. I didn't know who my local governor was. I didn't know too much about who a Democrat was, what a Republican was, or independent. I didn't understand that. Till lately, I got into it all. And boy, what a nightmare. Sometimes I wish I didn't know about politics. At some point, as I said, he took me by the scruff of my neck. He said, get up here. Get off the narrow road. 17 videos. And after 17 videos on the narrow road, that video series, he says, come up here. Sit in heavenly places and get a perfect view of past, present, future. In one shot. What a moment of peace. Now I can watch the news, and it doesn't have the effect on me as it has, I don't let it give me a hope. You see, you feel like a yo-yo, The string goes out, the string comes back. You got peace, Then you feel safe. Then you don't feel peace. Then you don't feel safe. Then you got hope. Then you don't feel hope. They're going to win the war or not going to win the war. He's going to get elected. He's not going to get elected. It drives you nuts. But there, it doesn't bother me. You understand, up there in the heavenly place of Christ, you know that this whole world was set up as temporary. There's no eternality about it. It has a beginning, it's got an end. Do you realize that? You ain't figured that out. You think you're going to live here forever? It has a beginning, it has an end. You can end it now. Get above it all. Stay in Christ. So that's, when I put this first video out, I said, look, what's this going to be about? I said, I don't know if I'm going to put it out. They're going to hold me liable for, I don't know, what am I going to talk about? And this is the first one of those videos. The perfect view from heavenly places in Christ Jesus. And it's not what you think it would have been. So we'll deal in different situations that are current in the news, but from a perfect view. Finding perfect peace and rest. And you can see it, and it doesn't have the effect on you it may have had if you're on that narrow road and being tempted to get left or right with it. That's why he kept saying, move up the road. Don't go left. You get into arguments. You see it today. These supporters of Trump, then they turn on him. I thought you were a supporter of Trump. Oh no, he's lying to everybody now. What do you believe? What is the truth? Well, you can answer that. The only way truth or life is above it all. And you've seen that perfect truth, perfect reality, and the temporariness of this life, and you let it all pass. And you, like he said down there, Tom, move up the road. Stop that conflict will be here today and tomorrow will be gone. They'll come up with a new argument, another debate, another situation. It'll be all over the news, and left and right will be going at it. Move up the road. That's what he says at one point. I'm going to pull you up above it. I want you to see something. What a place of peace. God bless you.